Everybody, thank you for coming out. Thank you to our elected friends that came out and our union officials. You see, this was less than 10 hours, so you can understand the seriousness of what we're going through. Everybody knows Post-Gazette workers have been on strike for about 6 months. Up until this point, it's been very peaceful and very professional. Saturday night was a new escalation that occurred. A lot of it was not reported based upon some things that were happening throughout the city, meaning the St. Patrick's Day Parade. What we have come to learn that has happened in the South Side on Saturday night, I want answers. I want to know why somebody whose face was smashed in was not arrested. I want to know why statements were not taken from all parties that were there. So what I'm asking for is all surveillance film and body camera from its start to finish turned over to the district attorney to see if charges need to be filed. I am asking the Department of Labor to step into this before this escalation turns out to where someone is killed or seriously hurt. This is enough. My workers have never put their hands on anybody. As the Block family refuses to negotiate, this volcano is getting more and more close to full eruption. This is it. I'm asking for members of our elected officials to step into this and get this settled. I will not allow my men and women to be assaulted again. This is ridiculous. Joe Pass, come on up.
What the real problem is they're looking for an injunction against the union. They're the ones who need enjoined. This is not, Darrin said it just escalated. Up in Butler, they sprayed some of our picketers with bear spray. They got away with it. They got an injunction up there, but the Supreme Court has overturned that injunction already. They're looking to enjoin us. They need to be enjoined. They are lawless. And what they did to these people on Saturday night is reprehensible and despicable. And we intend to go after them to the fullest extent, both civilly and criminally. They deserve it. It's ridiculous. We're out there peacefully picketing. There's some noise. Yes, there is. There are name calling. There's no question there's name calling. But that does not justify someone punching someone, sucker punching him in the face. If you see the videos, our guy's walking with his hands in his pocket and this guy whacks him in the face. That's who they have. And that's what they are. They're a lawless bunch to begin with. And what really bothers me more than anything, it is a disgrace to Bill Block, who really was a fine employer. Now with these kids in charge, this place has gone to hell in a handbasket. And we got to do something about it. And we ask all the public, please, stop your subscriptions. Don't advertise in this place. It's not what we are about here in Pittsburgh. Thank you.
You know, when you take a look at this, you know, we have been very specific. No altercations. The hands in the pockets were for a reason. You think you're a tough guy to sucker punch someone like this? Who the hell do you think you are? Anybody that subscribes to the Post-Gazette buys into this. There are no more companies that are labor friendly if you stay with this garbage. I will not let my people be treated like this again, ever. Any questions? I got anything to say to anybody about anything.
Are you seeking charges at this point?
You're damn right we are.
What steps have you taken?
And I will be watching this very closely from start to finish, not the garbage the Post-Gazette chose to put out. Every business around there has a camera. I want it all. This is ridiculous. We don't live this way. Like we always said, I'll tell you what, we don't go for altercations. We sure the hell aren't afraid of it. This is not going to happen again. Go ahead.
What condition is the man who, in this photo, now?
He's recovering. He's going to have to has part of his face rebuilt. And guess what the funny thing is? He don't have any health care to do it. Because this scumbag up here took his health care from him.
Absolutely.
That's the irony of this.
Do we know if the DA is looking into this at all?
Well, I'm not sure, but we're going to see to it that's why we've asked for everything. This is, and we're just starting, less than 24 hours since we all seen all this. We're asking that all the camera footage is turned over to his office. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I do have questions. I do have questions on why this was allowed to take place. I do ask questions on why this person was not arrested.
Why do you believe no one was arrested?
Hopefully we'll let the camera decide, or the film decide on that. And that's what we want to know, is that this is a legitimate, this is not a scrape up. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this. You're telling me that was from a bare knuckle? You're telling me that right there was from a bare knuckle? I've been punched a lot of times in my life, brothers and sisters. This is not. That's a cut. That means something was in somebody's damn hands. Turn the film over. Let's see it. Let's see where it goes from there.
Have you reached out to the police to find out why or what's going on?
I've reached out to multiple people. We want to know. We believe in the system. Let the system play itself out. The first part of the system is this here and this here needs answers. And it's not an answer that Post-Gazette released for 45 seconds. I want to see footage from when the truck came in till it was over. I want to see the conduct on how the whole thing went. And it's my right. I have the right, and so do the men and women in this room, to know what the hell happened.
The Post-Gazette press release references an incident report and says that corroborates their version of events. Are they referring to an official police report, or are they referring to some sort of internal report?
Who knows what they are referring to?
And that's a great question. These are questions that I also have. If this report substantiates that, release the footage. Release it from start to finish. Let us see it. All I seen was a little part to a little part. I want to see it all. There's cameras all around, right? I want to see it. We want to see everything.
So we don't know if that incident report that we're referring to was issued by the police who arrived on the scene. We don't know.
We're all, one of the greatest thing about this, we're all in the infancy stage, but this has got to be answered for. And it can't be answered on a piece of paper. It's answered by film.
Are you guys going to change how you do anything differently as far as your cause?
Absolutely not. As you can see, it's grown. This is 6 months. What we are asking is that we have been professional. We've kept hands off everybody. We expect people to intervene now. This is getting to the point, it took a step up and it's getting out of control. We're asking the Department of Labor to step into this. We're asking the state to step into this. We're asking everybody to look into this before it escalates. We don't want this to escalate. We've said it from day one. We want this handled. This is when rich people sit back and say, we're not negotiating. It's not happening. This is what's happening. This is assault. This cannot be, oh, well, this is straight. No, BS. Look at this. This goes well beyond it. Answers, we are entitled to answers, and we want answers.
If you notice the gentleman behind us against the building, he's on the camcorder. Everywhere we go, we're followed with camcorders. Every piece of footage they put out is crystal clear. The footage they put out last night, Saturday night, apparently wasn't crystal clear for some reason. So you explain that. You explain how that happened.
By the way, in case you all don't know, they have been found in violation of the National Labor Relations Act. Not once, not twice, at least 3 times. One in which the employer was threatening to fire all the employees. The others in which they unilaterally took away and stripped everybody of their wages and changed working conditions. And the other in which they discharged people that they were discharged illegally. They don't care. The law doesn't mean anything to the Post-Gazette. They have to be brought into the world that we live in, and that is a world of order and a world of law and order. They are just the opposite. They think they can do anything they want, and they're getting away with it. Can't happen anymore. Just can't. Thank you.
Anything else from media?
Questions? Yeah, just can you name the title?
Darrin Kelly, President of DOJ.
I'm sorry?
Name?
My name is Joe Pass, V-A-S-S.
Attorney.
I'm the lawyer from the union.
All right.
There is one more thing. You know, we've talked about this time and time again as a group. Nobody supports the free press more than the men and women of organized labor and our elected officials. But what is happening here is wrong. The silence of everybody from the business community and certain elected officials of not stepping into this is wrong. Enough is a friggin' enough. We are here telling you that this has escalated. And if this doesn't get under control, it's gonna escalate more, because I am not gonna idly sit back and let my men and women look like this anymore. That I promise. Any other questions?
Are you taking this personally?
You're damn right I'm taking it personally. You're damn right. For multiple reasons. Most importantly, as an American citizen, that people shouldn't be frickin' treated like this. So everybody should be angry. Everyone that walks on these city streets should be angry at this. This is no young man. Look at him. I'm no stranger to this. I've been punched 100 times in my face. This is a man that is standing for $18 a month and can't even get his damn bills taken care of. Some hothead wants to punch him in the face with his hands in his pockets. Yeah, real tough guy.